Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, including myself. Although I have difficulties, I was away from my son a lot and pursuing that singing and acting career that never was nothing. And when you don't get money, people act funny, you know, and they don't want nothing to do with you. You know, they like it when you can sing and be real popular and maybe you can make money. But when you don't make any money, boop, there you are, you're kicked in the butt. My son and I are basically not speaking, and I have never seen my granddaughter physically, and that's very sad. So I lost a lot trying to pursue that in Chicago with the black theaters. Did not get nothing out of that. I had other opportunities too. I could have moved to Europe and with a relative that I know, you know, sensible like that. But that just goes to show you, young people, a lot of times some of the decisions you make and the ideas that you have in your mind, make sure they're realistic and not idealistic. And this is the price I pay. So, but I'm still a mother. So, I say Happy Mother's Day to me too. Yesterday, someone sent to my inbox a horrible video of a murder happening by Nazis of a little black girl, and they hung her. And that was disturbing because we do have a lot of young black women missing, you know, and they are missing. And the market for body parts. Remember, I did a video on body parts. It might have been a year or two back, but no, a year. It couldn't have been 2 years. It was a year, and I saw a TV show. On a TV show, American Greed, that was told me about how the market, big time, they make big bucks, but black body parts are in demand. So on my timeline, I put an article about body parts because of this video that I saw yesterday. And there were 12 girls missing in Washington, D.C. I believe it was 12. The number may be wrong, but there were 12 little girls missing, and no one has seen them since. And I think we need to take this kind of serious. But see, when I tell you that Obama caused black people to be a non-factor, this is what I'm talking about. He did nothing for black people. I'm telling you, nothing, as if we were invisible. And then, now you are a non-factor because of it. And if you don't understand that, that's really sad. To praise someone because of their color. To put down and always put in front, just because my president is white, to put us in front, racism, hoods on the heads, what do you call those, Ku Klux Klan, everything, we got to be overly racist. Are we racist? Because not only white people, black people are the worst in my life. I have never had white people mistreat me more than a black person. Never. So black people have their issues. So in this case, though, it was a Nazi that was hanging this little girl and killed her. And I don't know if this is how they're, this is something that should be investigated. But the bad thing about it is Facebook had no place where I could report this problem. Report the problem. They said, click on that little question mark. I did, and report the problem was nowhere to be found. So the option was not there, and the option should be for murders, because you're having a lot of murders on Facebook. And because it's a little black girl, maybe it kept being overlooked. So you know what I did. I reported it to TV news stations. Every news station is, if you ever see something like this, go to embed there. When you click that little arrow above the video, go to embed, and there's a link that will pop up. Copy that link and send that link to TV news stations so that it can be investigated. Now, and we may not hear it on the news. Why? Because we are black people are a non-factor. Forever. That's what Obama did to you. Now, we got these 12 children, and the market for those organs of that little girl is worth $262, I think the liver, the kidney, $262,000. It's a big market. So it's very important that you report it as much as you possibly can. And Facebook, you need to get your stuff together, or we need to boycott Facebook. Everybody come down. This is what I feel. Okay? They did take the video down this morning, and it's very sad, but actually, after a certain age, our children, black children, should have guns. Especially young ladies. You need to have guns now, because they're taking, too many black women are being missing. Too many. And yes, somebody can just pick you off the street and put you in their car. You know how I know? It happened to me when I was 15 years old. So you need to be able to protect yourself. Go to the shooting range, learn how to shoot the gun, and get it licensed. Not a gun you buy off the street, because that gun could have been used to kill somebody, and then you're going to do time for the murder. But yes, you should fight back, and yes, you should blow their brains out. If they try to get you off of the street, Nazis and all that kind of stuff, kill them. And I'm saying it on Facebook. That boy that runs Facebook is making a lot of money. But to have murders, and how long have they known that those people were doing that? So you gotta, not be a racist, because my president is white, and there's nothing. He was my hero at 22 years old when I was studying accounting in college. He's the baddest businessman that ever lived. Ever is Donald Trump. Yes, if I were to date again today in my life, I would date any race. I don't care what it is. Because every white person is not bad. Every black person is not bad. Every Mexican person is not bad. You can't choose a group and say one group is like this. And let me make a comment on the hoods, the Ku Klux Klan hoods. When my friend showed me that, and I thought, when he put the clip on Facebook, I thought under the hoods were all those black people that dogged me out in my life, that did things that they knew were wrong. So black people can be under those hoods as well as white. But Nazis don't like you no type of way. They typically do not like Jews, blacks, and they're not stealing little Jewish girls. Their organs are nothing compared to the black organ in this market. And the market is tripling, doubling, way more than I first reported it on Facebook. You've got to be able to protect yourself. And if somebody picks you up, always carry something on you, use whatever you got. Fight with all your might. Because somebody's picking these girls up and killing them and murdering them. Just like the video I saw on Facebook yesterday. Facebook, get your act together as much as you possibly can. You better put where people can report these murders on your site. If not, we need to boycott Facebook. Okay. What else do I want to talk about this morning? I hope you all enjoy all the African news. You want to know where I get a lot of my news from is BB Father Jones, Niger. I go and I get a lot of stuff, and I hope I'm pronouncing Niger correctly. But it's BB Father Jones, I know that. He comes on this morning and with the African music, and then we have a question I've even called in. He's in Italy, but he was born in Nigeria, and he also has a big site that reports news of Africa. So that's really the bomb. So he is the bomb. And I got an interview of Inindu. I call her Inindu because she's one of my favorite African actresses. And she tells a lot of truth about the industry in Africa in film. So, I think, and I'm going to say this again. You all hate my president because he's white, a lot of the black people, and it's not Obama with his black do nothing, sell for you. Put you in a bad position. You're a non-factor right now. But anyway, getting to the point. Black people in Africa are worse to each other than anything you want to see. Now the industry there, they may get like 30% of what those films make. That's really bad. They have a lot of the older actors that came before Inindu and Genevieve and everybody that I love, Jim Ike, and all of them that came before them that got sick. They had no insurance or nothing to back. They don't have a union that takes care of them. All that money that Africa has, they neglect their film industry like crap. So most people, whenever you look under hoods, under the heads, and you get an idea that only white people do us wrong, and this, that, and the other, check out your main strip, Africa, and see how they treat each other, how they treat the poor people in the villages that they govern. And you know what? The richest person ever on this planet is African. Tons of money with all those hungry children. When Ebola broke out, there wasn't a whole lot of money. They shouldn't have to get anything from anywhere. Africa has the money. There are people that have that kind of money. They do each other in so bad. And they're money hungry. They're a lot like Obama. Obama is a narcissist. Anybody that would leave their president office and go and start a shadow government is a big-headed person. A narcissist. He wants to be big everywhere. Now he's messed up in France. Involved with kind of getting somebody not voted that their elections, during their elections. He is a no good man. I don't care what nobody say, it's going to come out. Just keep watching. Keep watching. But Africa, we think as black people, we think, oh, we want to be African. We want to dress as African. Put on your African garb. I want to go to Africa. Africa, Africa, Africa. And Africa don't give a damn about you. Those rich people in Africa think about money and power. That's it. They're no different than any white person in America. So it's something to check out. BB Father Jones on my timeline. I put a lot of his stuff up, and it will shock you of some of the things that happen to the people in Africa. And I put Inindu up there, so she talks about the industry, film industry. Those of you that are actors, and I see Lisa Ray, and I saw her hanging out with Jim Ike. She just with everybody. I'm serious about that. I love my Jim Ike. Jim Ike and Bam Vicker. She did a movie with him. In fact, it was her movie. But there are a lot of actors that go over there. But no one tells the truth. I'm telling you the truth. It is a very the industry should be doing better. And then they hire now all the Canadian from Canada. It used to be African film, but now it's just not fair. And 30%, you're only getting 30% out of 100. After they do this and that, and they need this for that and that, it's only 30%. Here in America, they get a little bit more. I don't know, because I never check. I'm not really into America, Hollywood. I don't like the way they treat my president. I really don't, and I'm not really into them anyway. Their movies do nothing for me more than African film. It's just, African film used to be so realistic. The girls weren't all skinny. You know, they had, you know, because most African women, we got boobs and butts, and, you know, we're kind of, you know, fluffy. And now they go and get the skinniest thing that they can. And when I see that, I don't look at the movie. I said, hell, I can look at that in Hollywood. So that's what I wanted to say. And that's it. Happy Mother's Day to everyone. And I'm thinking about my mother and my grandmothers. And my auntie that's far, far away. She's my love, my life, my love. And I know I'm going to get over there to see her soon. Yes, I am. And happy Mother's Day to me. Have a good day. Ashe.